This is part 2 for the purpose of recording this and giving it to various people, which I don't trust anybody, so who knows? I don't trust my family. I'm not going to give to them. Okay. It actually, they've hacked into my computers, which I can't use for very long because of the screen, messing my eyes, so on and so forth. Like this writing messing my eyes, the gang stalkers know it well. This is their way of assaulting me every day. And notice I'm a man, right? The Lion of Judah, not a bunch of hyenas, not a pack of wolves or mice or rats, not a pack of fools, jesters, complete clown-ass, complete cowards. We're briding them, right? Can you imagine these privileged worms, that person at Range Rover, for example, these privileged sissies without heart, these betas, these social club, apron-wearing ninnies, acting like they are greater than I am? Can you imagine that? Pathetic, right? These are people who uphold the social norms that allow for 1 in 4 little girls to be sexually abused. Their sisters, their wives are victims quite often, in one way or another, all the time, every time, of these cultures and the adverse effects that come as a result of creating this rape cult horror den called America. Of course, every nation in the world is a piece of shit by now. The nations, it says in Isaiah, the nations are nothing to God. Look at these brighting. Look, your bright lights are on, you fucking dickhead. You piece of shit. Punk-ass motherfuckers with no heart. Can you imagine these people? Together, they don't have a single working ball among them. Not a single working brain, not a single working heart, because they cannot correct their individual mistakes. Every person who drives by, clear cut, is beneath me in the divine order, and they're beneath the least in heaven. They are not going to heaven. Clear cut. Crimes against the spirit will not be forgiven. This operation is about suppressing the spirit of God by trying to mess up my brain and disorient me so the spirit cannot be projected. And some of these people believe you harm the spirit by doing this. These are crime. They talk about frequency weapons and they believe the spirit, and they look at it in terms of science. Okay, these are crimes against the spirit of God that will not be forgiven. These are people in the trickle-down pedo energy of the countless child molesters in this nation. These stories, I believe in, like Corey Feldman talking about being molested in Hollywood, Pedo Wood, Holly Weird. All these weirdos sticking up for Chris Rock after he insulted Will Smith's wife on a very profound level. Just because someone says they don't care if you insult them about their hair doesn't mean it's okay. Do I have to explain that? They said that probably is some psychological defense mechanism, using psychology rather. That's probably why they said it. He had no right to say that. He's wearing the bow tie like all these Masons in this social club. Bow tie? Despicable. What kind of clown without a speck of masculinity wears a bow tie? I mean, think about it, folks. Think about it. It is disgusting for you people to be in the cultures of pedophiles. Not even resisting a little bit. Every day, sun goes up, sun goes down. Okay, sun goes back up. They do not correct their mistakes because these are little boys that never grew up. There's no other way to look at it. The word normal is an anagram. Their own language, their own word anagram for an moral. If you're not moral, you don't have normal brain function. If you don't have normal brain function, you are not equal or superior to the top martial artist, period. In fact, even if you do, and you're not the top martial artist, you're not equal or superior. Your own Bible, and this is historically a predominantly Christian culture, and Masons and social clubs are concerned with customs, traditions, mores, norms, rules of society. The Lord is a warrior, not a Freemason. The Lord is his name. Show me where in the Bible it refers to God as the grand architect. I don't want to be referred to as something as pitiful as a mere architect. I'm the top martial artist. That is one of my proudest titles. The Son of God is my proudest title. You people are mere craftsmen, mere businessmen, mere government personnel upholding the one for little girls sexually abused culture. And you gather up to take me on together, because individually you would never dream of seeing me in single combat, in martial combat. You would never dream of it. So you sabotage me for years, probably plan to jump me or something one of these days, because you are not men. Men see someone man to man. Like a man, they do it fairly, man to man. Fair play, no sabotage. No sabotage for years, no analyzing the opponent for years. Imagine if Achilles versus Hector in your stories was about Achilles analyzing for years and sabotaging him for fucking 10, 15, 20, 30, 40 years. We would say, fuck that motherfucker. That's some bitch ass shit. That's a bitch move. That's a bitch move. You people are riding bitch right now. You're not riding high. You're not rolling like a man. You're riding bitch. A rich bitch is still a bitch. Now again, I can express moral outrage and I can calm down. I'm not some sniveling worm that says, oh, run a psyop on him, run a psyop on him, he's too handsome. That's some bitch ass shit. And you people know it. There isn't a person on this planet with any speck of sense and above that wouldn't know immediately upon hearing this that I have trampled their spirits, their ancestors, their cultures, their nations, their groups. Done. God is with me, not those doing a bitch move, not the pink poodle plugging a kid, the Lion of Judah, not the lie, the truth, the way, the truth, and the life. Again, I'm very calm. If you go over the Safeway footage, you'll see that when I'm in the store, total gentleman, total calm. Unlike these worms who commit hate crimes every day for my religious views, which cannot be separated from my race. King Hardcore, horror meaning horse, mind you, center, source, force, and not the Western. To the Westerner, the whore they try to shape like me is what they worship. A escort's pussy. Where do heels come from? The butcher. Where do heels come from? Also the prostitutes in Rome. To you people, the product of God is a fair weather, gold-digging escort who in your own culture historically has negative connotations. You say she's a gold digger. People get insulted. They say, I didn't marry him for his money. But yet here you are betraying the Son of God for pedo blood money. Not a speck of woman among you females, not a speck of man among the males. Have I made myself clear, even through sabotage, where they change my voice because they cannot bear the African utterance of God? Have I made myself clear enough? You sniveling traitors. And Leonardo DiCaprio and them, you know, you see the wordplay where they say, where they're talking about Will Smith, you know, as this one YouTube video pointed out, they broke the word into words, occult cut-ups. They put fuck king, 2 words. You're saying fuck you to me? How many of your family members have died, DiCaprio? Why you're saying fuck you to God's son? What do you think's happening to them in the afterlife? Can you do the math, son? Can you do the sacred math? Can you Freemasons do the sacred math? I have the upper hand. Watch what the fuck you say and what the fuck you do. Because I'm God's son. And you're just worms that can't correct your mistake with inferior vein function, even after all the sabotage. And if I went to a coma right now, it would still be true. I rest my case. Now I'm going to be very calm and proceed through life as the victor. God's son proclaiming victory, mighty to save, not worms like this bitch